Hello. I know that I said that the last video was going to be Famicom, and I lied to you. I'm sorry. This video is about the PlayStation Portable. Specifically, the PSP, this is the 2000, it doesn't matter. They're all the same thing, kind of. And the Go, which, if you want to know which one to get the normal one. Don't get the Go, okay? Don't get it, okay? I'm going to tell you why right now. They're both wonderful little machines. Again, this is kind of like a thing where if you get it and this is your only system, then you're going to have a lot of fun hacking it and adding games to it, and it is totally possible to get a shit ton out of this experience. I'm just using the Go here because it's the only one I own the cable for, but I'm going to show you the UI on the TV. And this is one of the game consoles that I think has one of the most perfect UIs literally ever. I don't know if you can hear it very well. The sounds are perfect. There's not really that many sounds. The little jingle is nice. The way that everything is organized is very nice, except that you need a third-party program to ever actually properly organize things. And it's pretty easy to get a lot of custom shit on this thing, which is also nice. It's also possible, if you have a PS Vita or a PS3, to buy games for the thing for a year. They're going to shut that down next year. I mean, who's surprised, right? Minecraft was still like 20 bucks on the store, and you can find a copy of that for $10 on eBay, so it's not really a big surprise. And just to show off real quick, I did actually buy some games from the store. I bought Nova, I bought whatever the fuck this is, I bought the hamster game, I bought the ink. No, I didn't. That came with my PSP Go. I don't know why. Someone had bought it before, or just like had it. But yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice little console. It has space for pictures. It's a great music player too. I think it has. These specifically have guts in them that rival the iPod, I think, or is at least on par with it. The 3DS is not a good music player. It's a decent music player, but it does have a volume limit on it that makes it a worse music player than you'd want it to be. It does video, which is kind of crazy. Like, here I have Tron. Give me my flashlight. I have Tron. Look at this. I have Click as well, but that's downstairs, so I'm not going to go get that. And it's just on this little tiny disc. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Even tinier than the GameCube somehow. I wouldn't recommend the PSP Go because of this whole thing. Playing games like this is really uncomfortable. Like, it kind of looks like you'd be able to use it, but you can use it. But this is much better. This is, like, the buttons are bigger. That's kind of the main thing. They're softer. This is bigger. This is cheaper, too. So it's just, like, really the only thing you're going to want the PSP Go for is if you really, really care about Bluetooth connectivity. Like, I think you can do Bluetooth earbuds with it, but literally just buy some, like, gummy fucking JBL earbuds. They're 10 bucks, and they work surprisingly well for $10 earbuds. You can connect this piece of shit to the Go, but I wouldn't recommend it, because how are you playing this? Like, what are you standing the fucking thing up on? I don't know. You probably don't know. I'm sorry for being mean, but, like, So, I just wouldn't recommend it. I'm probably going to sell this thing soon. I'm just kind of making a video on it, because I'm not ready for the Famicom video yet, okay? Look, I got Super Xevious. It's shiny. And it's hard. Okay, look at this thing. That's a PSP. You turn it on. Sometimes the battery doesn't work, but you can turn it on. You can play the fucking games. The screen is honestly, like, pretty decent. Like, you can get an IPS mod or whatever the fuck. But you don't even need to. It's like this, it ghosts. The screen is great, okay? The screen is fine. It's not great. It's fine. I had Lego Star Wars on here. Do I have Lego Star Wars on here? this is the point I was gonna make, is that I really like the library because you get stuff like this, the Family Guy video game. You get stuff like Vice City Stories, Persona 3 Portable. I'm sorry, this is an old thing. I'm sorry for having this. I'm apologizing. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. You get Little Big Planet on this fucking thing. Okay, my point is, Family Guy, this is the PS2 game. Stuff like Lego Star Wars, which I'm just showing off because I can, is on here, and it's pretty much uncompromised compared to the PS2 version, which I think the PSP was out for about a year while the PS2 was out and the PS3 wasn't out. But still, playing PS2 games on a portable in 2007? Probably cool. I don't know. But probably cool. Another thing is that you can use this docked almost. There's a cable you can buy for it that'll put it on the TV. Except that once you start playing one of these games, it's gonna... I'll just show you real quick. Oh, that is a beautiful fucking... I love that. I think everybody loves that. It's just awesome. The little jingle, that's cool, right? That's cool. But yeah, then it does this. The PSP isn't powerful enough to blow the games up at the same time that it's playing them. So you get shit like this, where the game has a massive fucking border around it. Can you please load the game? Look at this. My whole TV. My whole... this 3-inch thick bar around the fucking thing. But it's playable, right? It's like, it's fine. It's fine. The thing I really like, and I'll show you this too, is that... Okay, look at this thing. Stop. Did I turn it off? Whoops. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this for a second. This is adorable. This is so cute. Getting a tiny little disc out, and then putting it in the thing. Is this the correct way? Is it the... Oh my god. Am I stupid? Wait, give me a second. How do you put the disc in? Is it like this? I think it's like that. Please don't let me break Tron. Okay, there we go. Okay, look. It'll read the disc, and it's a tiny disc, and it's playing in your hand, and when the disc is running, you can feel it whirring, and that's cute, okay? That's not something that modern game consoles do, because it's stupid, but it's also really kind of cute. I don't think you can preload discs like you can on the 360, which is actually, that's kind of balls, but like, I would tell you what playing a game on a disc is like, but I don't have any games except for Ratatouille, and I didn't play that one for very long. Okay, look at this. Not that one. Okay, look at this. If you find a PlayStation 1 game on the PSP... Can you... Shut up. Shut up. Okay, there we go. If you get a PlayStation 1 game on this thing, it is actually powerful enough to blow the thing up while it's playing it. And in that case, I think it looks pretty damn close to having an actual PS1. Yeah, because like you can see the... I don't know if you can see this. The pixels are crisp as shit here. It's probably not that good in 640p. But like, Christ almighty, that is crisp as hell right there. So I think it looks about as good as an actual PlayStation 1 does. It certainly looks very pretty. And having this docked and portable, it's like the Switch, but it's also like the PSP, but it's also like the Super Game Boy, but it's also like the Game Boy Player, but it's also like, I think that's the end of the DS? I don't think the DS is a dock. Okay. The other thing is, this thing's friggin' tiny. Okay, look at that. I'm gonna close it so you can see. That's how big it is, and then it's not actually that small compared to the normal one. It just feels smaller because you took away the controls because they're down here. But again, this sucks. The buttons are not mushy, which you'd think is fine, but honestly, I prefer the mushy ones. They're barely raised so that they can fit down here. They're tiny as shit. The bumpers are kind of fine. But it's still, like, it's not a really preferable way to play. Wait, I don't have actually anything set up for an alternate camera angle. I'm just gonna kind of show you this weird spot. I'll put Mario here so you can look at him, okay? You can look at Mario while I show you this stuff. So this is the size of the normal PSP. It's... how big is this? 6.5 inches long, I think. And then we've got this one. This one's a 5 by 3, sorry. It's not that much smaller. These two next to each other, this is an original 3DS. You'll see that it's not actually that much smaller. Got it next to the PSP. If you really want a size comparison, here's the fucking Switch, okay? And this is how tiny this thing is compared to it. That is massive. That's humongous. This thing is a beast that plays Mario Odyssey and not much else. Opens it to this huge fucking library. Okay. I don't like the Switch that much. All I used it for was Tomodachi Life, really. I haven't actually used it that much because I don't like it, and my TVs are CRT, so I can't dock them. What else did I have to show off? Not that much else. Okay, my main point is if you only have this thing, it's really easy to homebrew, and you can load up an SD card with a bunch of shit and have a lot of fun playing video games. I can't play N64 that well, but I can play basically everything else kind of well. It also has a camera peripheral if you want to spend $100 to $150 on that, which I've been tempted. Okay, let's just say I've been tempted. So, kind of my final statement is, this is a nice, reasonably powerful video game console. This is also a nice, moderately powerful video game console. I honestly think if the developers were actually fucking trying, they could have squeezed way more power out of this thing, and especially the new 3DS. Like, have you seen the fucking Nintendo 60... the PS1 emulation on new 3DS? That's impossible! How does that exist? Where's my 3DS? Nobody gets this, okay? Nobody fucking gets this. PS1 on 3DS is magic. Like, I'm gonna open it up right now. This is my new 3DS. This is the one that I use. I like this one, okay? PlayStation 1 emulation on a 3DS is magic. This shouldn't be possible, and somehow it is, and I don't know how it's possible. Is the PS1 a weaker system than I thought? What the fuck? Here, I'm gonna go to load content, start directory, and then I'll load Mega Man 8 using the PS1. Okay. It's gonna take a second. It's not gonna take that long, surprisingly. Or it feels really long if you're just waiting. That wasn't that long. I was expecting like 10 seconds more. But like, look at this. It's running at full speed on the fucking 3DS. How does this exist? This is a different rant than the video that I planned to make, okay? This is a different thing. What the fuck is this? Mega Man 8 running at full speed? I know it's not the most technically impressive game, but what the fuck? I mean, it's fine. It's like, it's a 2D game on the PS1, okay? I could be playing a 3D game. What the fuck is this? Nobody... This is magic to me. How the hell does this exist? That's kind of my point here, is that the 3DS is more powerful than I think it is. And yet, I still don't use it very much, because I've been using my Famicom. I'm also not good at Mega Man. I'm like okay at Mega Man. This game's easy as shit. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of my whole thing. If you want to look at my stickers, here you go. There's that Lurian sticker right there. I forgot who made these other ones, but if you like them, I'll tell you. in the comments. Look at that. That's kind of neat, right? That's an Etsy sticker. I can actually link that to you. I think that was Sticker Mule, so I'm not going to link that one to you. Okay. Final thoughts. This thing is a stupid, powerful machine. It's honestly not that powerful, but you can do some crazy... You can do some kind of cool things on it. It can play discs, which I think is funny. Because I'm not used to handhelds playing discs, because this is the only one. That does. What else? And then don't buy the PSP Go because it's a waste of money. It's a waste of $100. You're not going to like the controls as much as you think you're going to like the controls, okay? That's my point. You're not going to want to put up with this, okay? That's my point. Don't waste $100 on this. You're not going to care about the Bluetooth that much. Buy some fucking gummy JBL earbuds or whatever the fuck they're called. The blue ones. They come in a bunch of different colors. Buy those. They're like $10. They're great. You don't need AirPods with the things. It adds to the experience if they're wired too, okay? That's what you're going for, right? 2005 So Retro? That's probably what you're going for. I don't know. As a bonus, you get to look at the other 3 Trons that I have. I have the DVD. And I have the Blu-ray. This one says compatible with PS3, which is kind of funny. And I also have the VHS, which is not compatible with PS3. I mean, we could try. We'll take a little trip right now. Okay. Does it... So I don't think it's compatible with the PS3, but that's okay. Because it's compatible with the PSP. Okay? That's my point. Get out of my room.